Good morning students. Now we are going to discuss that is BJC second year topic physical properties of the carbonyl compound. Yesterday we already discussed that one. So here in carbonyl compounds no hydrogen bonds are possible in carbonyl compounds. So what is meant by hydrogen bond? What is hydrogen bond? Here the hydrogen attraction force is present between hydrogen and highly electronegative elements. The attraction force present between hydrogen and highly electronegative elements is known as hydrogen bond. So yesterday we already discussed that the carbonyl compounds having high boiling point, melting point than alkanes, and the carbonyl compound contains lower melting point, boiling point than alcohols. So here carbonyl compounds having the higher melting point, boiling point than alkanes, because here in alkanes there is no hydrogen bond. Yes or no? In alkanes there is no hydrogen bond because here there is no highly electronegative element. That's why there is no hydrogen bond is present. So in alkanes there is no hydrogen bond. That's why they contains lower melting point and boiling point. They contains lower melting point and boiling point when compared with carbonyl compounds. So in carbonyl compounds, I am said that carbonyl compounds there is no possibility of the hydrogen bond. Why? Why the carbonyl compound does not contain hydrogen bond? Because here the hydrogen atom is attached to carbon but not oxygen. Here the hydrogen is attached to carbon but not oxygen. That's why there is no possibility of the formation of hydrogen bond. So once again see, I am writing one example, that is aldehyde, that is acetaldehyde. I am writing here acetaldehyde CH3 CH and here double bond O. What is the name? That is acetaldehyde. The common name is acetaldehyde. So in that one, here the carbon is attached to the hydrogen is attached to carbon. The hydrogen is attached to carbon but not oxygen. So that's why there is no possibility of the hydrogen bond. If you observe that alcohol here, I am taking one alcohol, that is methyl alcohol. I am taking one example, that is methyl alcohol. So here we have to observe that here the hydrogen is attached to oxygen. The hydrogen is attached to highly electronegative element, that is oxygen. That's why in between oxygen and hydrogen electrostatic force of attraction is present, that is nothing but hydrogen bond. So here in alcohols the hydrogen is attached to oxygen. But here in aldehyde what happened? Here the hydrogen is attached to carbon but not oxygen. That's why here the alcohol shows hydrogen bond but not carbonyl compounds. So I hope all of you understand that one. And here next, lower aldehydes. Lower aldehydes and ketones are soluble in water. What is meant by lower aldehydes and ketones? Lower aldehyde means the carbonyl compounds contains small alkyl groups. Small alkyl groups, they are known as lower compounds. Lower means they contain small alkyl groups. They are known as lower aldehydes and ketones. So lower aldehydes and ketones, they are easily soluble in water. See one example here, I am taking here acetaldehyde or place. Here R means alkyl. You have to take methyl, ethyl. Okay. So here I am taking one aldehyde group. I am taking here two aldehydes. In between the two aldehydes, the two aldehydes are easily soluble in water because they can form hydrogen bond with water molecule. The two aldehyde groups they can form hydrogen bond with water molecule. That's why they are easily soluble in water. So lower aldehydes and ketones, they are easily soluble in water. So why they are soluble in water? Why? Because here they can form hydrogen bond with water. The aldehyde groups, they form hydrogen bond with water. And next, what happened higher alkyl groups? What happened higher carbonyl compounds? The higher carbonyl compounds means, higher means here they contains higher alkyl groups, means propyl, butyl, pentyl, etc. So they does not soluble in water. Why? Why? Because here the higher alkyl groups does not mix up with water. They does not mix up with water. That's why higher alkyl groups does not soluble in water. So here higher alkyl groups increase the solubility in water. So higher alkyl groups decreases the solubility of carbonyl compounds in water. Why? Because alkyl groups resist to mix up with water. They does not mix up with water. See one example I am taking here. Butyl, butanaldehyde. But means how many carbons? 4 carbons. So here I am taking here butanol. Butanol here, the butanol means the parent chain consists of 4 carbons. That's why but between carbon single bond is present and here the suffix super aldehyde is all. So now what happened here? The carbon compound contains 3 carbon atoms. So now what happened? This alkyl groups does not react with water, because here water contains charge and this alkyl group does not contain charge. All of you know that like soluble in like. So here water contains charge, but alkyl group does not contain charge. So here water contains charge, yes or not? So here H plus and OH minus. The water contains 2 charges, H plus and OH minus. But here alkyl group does not contain charge. There is no charge. So here, that's why the alkyl group does not soluble in water. Now physical properties are completed and we have to discuss that is keto-enol tautomerism. So all of you know that keto-enol tautomerism, mainly the ketones are exhibited this type of tautomerism. What is meant by tautomerism? Tautomerism means it is a isomer. Which isomer? That is structural isomer. So isomer means, all of you know that isomer means same chemical formula, but structural isomers means here same chemical formula but different structure is known as structural isomerism. So tautomerism is one of the structural isomer. So what happened in tautomerism? In tautomerism, one compound they are interconverted by another compound, that is known as tautomerism. See here tautomerism definition. So tautomers, and what is the meaning of tautomers? They are structural isomers, means which are mutually interconvertible and exist in dynamic equilibrium. They are mutually interconvertible. One form converted into another form. So and they exist in dynamic equilibrium. So here this is the definition of tautomerism, and here tautomerism involves movement of what happens in the tautomerism? In the tautomerism, movement of electrons and atoms takes place. And here carbonyl compounds exhibit this type of tautomerism. Only carbonyl compounds exhibit this tautomerism. See one example here in keto-enol means what? All of you understand that tautomerism is completed. Now what is in the keto-enol? Keto compound converted into enol form. Keto form. What is in the keto-enol? Tautomerism means here structural isomers, they are interconvertible and they maintain dynamic equilibrium. What is in the keto-enol? Keto compound, that is keto compound converted into enol form. So keto form, here I am taking one keto form. Keto form, they must contain alpha hydrogens. Now what happened? Keto form converted to enol form. E means double bond, O means alcohol. So here keto form converted into enol form, means keto form converted to alcohol. See one example here I am writing one keto compound. So they must contain, the carbonyl compound must contain one alpha hydrogen. Now this hydrogen is migrated towards and carbonyl compound, and here the pi bond is shifted towards oxygen. So we get here one double bond and OH. Double bond, what is the suffix? E. The suffix for alcohol is ol. So here keto compound converted into enol, and the keto form is dynamic equilibrium with enol. This is known as keto-enol tautomerism.